A family go to Scotland to attend a granddad's birthday party, but a family that is splitting up, where the mother and father are splitting up, and are not handling that at all well. And so I suppose it's about that family learning to deal with it in a way that doesn't affect the children. I mean, that makes it sound like a sort of sociology or documentary. So a lot of other things happen. And there's certainly one very unusual event that I'm not going to say at the moment, but I think will surprise audiences. We've got a part of a Scottish grandad. It's somebody who needs to be have that sort of power, who needs to be able to improvise, who needs to make children laugh. So as you can imagine, our list was Billy Connolly, really. And David Tennant and Rosamund Pike were people that we just wanted to work with for years, because they've got that ability to be incredibly real and moving, but also that kind of comedy quicksilver. And Ben Miller we've worked with before, Amelia Bullmore, is again an actress that we've had our eye on for a while. And then of course there's the children in the film. Who, we spent a long time. We probably spent 6 months casting. We met an enormous number of children, many of whom were extraordinary. But I think these three were the best. And it's hard for a child to. It's hard for a child to act, but it's also hard for them to sort of go away for 7 weeks. And they were just immense fun, really. It was like having a kind of alternative family. So, I think when you see the film, you'll see that they are very unusual. With the children, what we do is we only tell them the scene just before we film it. So they never see a script. They don't know the whole story. And so I suppose what we're trying to replicate is the way that I suppose young children experience life, as living very much in the moment. So what we get often is our lines, but our lines customized or just spoken in their own words. So I think that helps the naturalism. And also there's moments that we try and create a bit of space where we'll just set them off with some ideas and see what comes out. And often what does come out is a sort of 15-minute take. But out of that, you just get those really unusual lines and moments that only they can come up with. And so it's probably, we knock it down to a minute, but and also it's just trying to make them feel at home, make them comfortable. With Rosamund and David, that they did somehow feel like a couple. And they kind of, before we even went filming, what they did was that they took the 3 children for a day out at Chessington, so they could kind of practice being a family. They spent most of their time in enormous queues, which I think is probably very good practice for what family life is like. But also they're just very, very good actors. I should mention that. But they did sort of work on creating a sort of alternative real life family. Enjoy it. I hope they. I hope they laugh at the jokes and cry at the serious moments rather than the other way around. And tell their friends about it.